A young, unarmed white woman becomes the latest to be killed by police in the United States. Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. More than 660 people have been killed by police officers in the United States so far this year. At that pace, 2017 could become the deadliest year on record since tracking began 4 years ago. Last weekend, a young yoga and meditation instructor from Australia was shot and killed by Minneapolis police. Justine Damon was just a few weeks away from getting married. Well, let's get the latest now from our reporter, Jim Spellman, who joins us from our newsroom. And Jim, take us through what happened here. It was Justine Damon who first called the police, right?
That's right, Anand. Australian native Justine Damon was fatally shot by a police officer last Saturday. This after she called 911 twice to request help for someone she thought was being assaulted. A police car showed up, and in the next few minutes, Damon was killed. It's unclear what led to the tragedy, but we know that Officer Mohammed Noor, the first police officer of Somali descent in the Minneapolis force, shot Justine Damon from the passenger seat of the squad car. Noor's partner says he was taken aback by a loud sound near the police car just after they pulled up to the area. Immediately afterward, Damon approached the police car and Noor shot her through the open window. The Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull has demanded answers as to how she ended up dead, killed by police.
Now, Jim, there have been a number of very well-publicized and very controversial police shootings in the United States where white police officers have killed unarmed black men. In this case, Ms. Damon was white. The officer is black. Is there any reason to believe that race may have been a factor here?
At this point, we simply don't know. Officer Mohammed Noor, who shot Ms. Damon, has refused to be interviewed by investigators, which is his right under the law. His partner's attorney says it's possible these officers thought this was an ambush situation. An attorney for the family calls that ludicrous, pointing out that she wasn't armed, and there's no way she could have been perceived as a threat. Officer Noor has been with the Minneapolis Police Department for about 2 years. He was the first Somali American officer on the force, as we mentioned. There's a large Somali American population in the Minneapolis area, and there have often been tensions between the Somali community and police over the years. As Somali activists claim, police have racially targeted their community, so it's really unclear exactly what, if any, racial component there was to this shooting, Anand.
Right, and since some of these earlier shootings, many police officers have been required to wear body cameras. In this case, they were wearing them but didn't have them turned on. Do we know why?
It is the policy of the Minneapolis Police Department that officers should turn on their cameras before they interact with the public or use any type of force. We don't know why, in this case, the cameras weren't on. That's something the victim's family wants answers about. Minneapolis police say a review of body and dash cam policies is already underway. That after another high-profile shooting by police last summer in a suburb of Minneapolis. The mayor of Minneapolis says it's unacceptable that these officers' cameras were not turned on. The police department expects to release new guidelines soon. Too late for this case, though, Anand.
All right, thanks, Jim. That's CGTN's Jim Spellman reporting from our newsroom.